What's the worst thing you've ever seen happen in a hospital? I used to work as a surgical nurse, and there's one night I'll never forget. It was supposed to be a routine appendectomy, straightforward. Nothing complicated. The patient was a 23-year-old college student, otherwise healthy, and we all expected him to be in and out within a couple of hours. But from the start, everything went wrong. First, the anesthesiologist on call was late, so the patient was already groggy and panicked before we even got him under. Then, once surgery started, the surgeon nicked an artery by mistake. It happens sometimes, but the bleeding was heavier than usual. We called for blood units to be rushed in, except the blood bank sent the wrong type. The labels were mixed up. We didn't catch it immediately. Things were moving too fast. The transfusion started, and within minutes, alarms went off. The patient's blood pressure crashed. His heart rate spiked. His skin broke into a mottled rash. It hit me like a train. Transfusion reaction. We yanked the line out and scrambled to reverse it. But by then his organs were shutting down one by one. The room that had started calm was pure chaos. Shouts, machines beeping, the anesthesiologist screaming orders, the surgeon swearing under his mask. At one point, I looked up and saw the patient's parents through the tiny observation window. They weren't supposed to be there, but someone must have let them stand outside. His mother's face, her hands pressed against the glass, haunts me. She knew something was horribly wrong. We fought for nearly an hour, but in the end, he coded on the table. A healthy 23-year-old walked in with stomach pain and never walked out. When we had to tell his parents, the mother collapsed, sobbing so hard the sound echoed through the corridor. The worst part? The hospital tried to cover it. They filed it as complications during surgery. Everyone in that room knew the truth. It was a cascade of preventable errors. A late anesthesiologist, a mislabeled blood bag, a rushed surgeon. If one link in that chain had been caught, he'd still be alive. I went home that night and couldn't sleep for days. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw his face on the table, pale and still, surrounded by the mess we'd made. That was the night I realized hospitals aren't just places of healing. They're places where one mistake can destroy a family forever.